fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
The excitement was high and the tension was intense. Finally, boxing's two top young stars, Gervonta Davis and Terence "Bud" Crawford, came together for a live face-to-face interview that will be remembered for a long time. Years of rivalry between Tank and Bud reached a breaking point during the conversation. By the end, both fighters had agreed to settle their differences in the ring, giving the official go-ahead for what could be the most talked-about fight of the decade.
They're being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw.
Bright lights flashed, the crowd was roaring, and the moderator looked quietly stressed as Bud didn't waste a second throwing jabs at Tank. He immediately brought up Tank's last fight with Lamont Roach, dissecting that questionable 9th round knee like it was evidence in a case.
Okay, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
The only... Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
But wasn't just throwing punches with his words. He called out the controversial officiating that had fans wondering if Tank's perfect record was starting to show cracks. Tank didn't back down. He matched Bud's intensity and held his ground with a steady stare. The thing is, he never actually denied any of it. When things finally settled, it was clear this feud wouldn't be solved by talking alone.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we gotta fight, and I'm gonna win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
And now it's official. No more warm-up fights. None. Tank and Bud have signed on with a rematch clause and everything's set. They're taking it to Vegas this fall for 12 rounds. Their legacies are on the line and pound-for-pound supremacy is up for grabs. This isn't just another fight. It's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Looking back, the tension between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis has been building for months.
What I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me, you don't know me, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, Will. Fuck.
Tank, for you, proud father.
Tank had been sending subtle jabs for months, claiming he could move up and beat anyone, even the top fighters at 147. And when fans brought up Crawford, he didn't dodge the question. Instead, he fed right into the hype.
That's one because Shakur just came through talking about your relationship. You look like you was in a fight today. What?
It's hot in here. You know what I mean? So it's cool, man.
I mean, bringing him to this fight, getting him ready mentally, if not physically.
Crawford, true to his style, wasn't about to ignore it. Every time Tank's name came up in interviews, Crawford reminded everyone that Tank hadn't faced anyone near his level, not even close. That was the first spark of their feud. Then came the famous Ring magazine gala. Tank wasn't even invited, while Crawford was right in the spotlight. When asked about Tank's absence, Crawford didn't hold back. That's when the verbal jabs turned into full-on haymakers.
Is it even possible at a catch weight?
Nah, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing? You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed? Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. Come up here where the big boys at.
Crawford took it personally. For a long time, whenever people asked him, "Would you ever fight Tank?" he seemed unsure. honestly, he didn't really care. After all, he's Terence Crawford, the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world, with nothing left to prove.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my.
But now it's not about proving anything. This fight is about putting Gervonta "Tank" Davis in his place. It's personal.
We're trash.
We're changed.
We made this shit trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might regain the love for it, though? You never know. Like say you got to walk today.
Behind the scenes, talks began heating up for a possible Bud versus Tank super fight. The biggest crossover event since Floyd versus McGregor was starting to feel real. And now it is. Guess who's involved? Floyd Mayweather, quietly lurking like a twist in the story. Behind the scenes, the undefeated legend has quietly teamed up with Bud Crawford, putting his own legacy on the line just to see Tank take his first loss.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's successful, man? Could he get it in the future? I mean, you came up from 35, right?
No real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight?
What? 168? Yeah.
So you got Canelo winning this, right?
And definitely. If he fighting at 168, definitely.
And let's be honest, Floyd knows Tank better than anyone. He shaped him, trained him, and guided him through the sweet science like a mentor.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great. If he like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him come up there.
You gotta come to 154.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him come and touch him.
Wow. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
But behind closed doors, things were tense. Tank hated how Floyd always stole the spotlight.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
That's a big moment in
Load with the left. Oh, and that right. Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What was he doing?
He forgot his.
Nice combination from Roach. Rest again. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting found.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity, knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
Floyd, on the other hand, couldn't stand how Tank kept getting into trouble and making the brand look bad.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He a little distracted in the fight.
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like the governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit when I fought Andre. That shit burning my eyes, so I cut that.
Fights over contracts, fights over money, fights over control. Things got so heated that Tank even announced he was leaving Mayweather Promotions. Now, with Calvin Ford officially out of Tank's corner, Floyd backing Bud hits differently. It's giving 2v1 energy, Floyd's elite ring IQ and insider knowledge against Tank, who's trying to reclaim the old-school savage mode he had when he first exploded onto the scene.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
And after what went down in the Roach fight, that edge could be everything. Tank looked off, really off.
Say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the squad. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove, bro.
The knockout king seemed hesitant. His usual swagger felt forced. And when that 9th round knee came, he showed panic and fatigue, not the Tank fans we're used to seeing.
It's done. Tank is hung him up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He's done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag. For the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
Roach completely controlled the later rounds. Honestly, the draw felt more like a delay tactic than a fair decision.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just... Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does, don't get me wrong, he does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'd be good.
Clearly in there, I felt like I won. I believed I did enough to get the victory over a great fighter. I've been saying from the start that I've got the skills to pay the bills, and I'm just glad I got a chance to show it. I appreciate true boxing media and the people who didn't count me out. That's honestly how I feel. I think I won, and I can't wait to do it again, to get back in the ring and dance.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on and what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
If Tank is treating that fight like it was just a bad night, Crawford made it clear. He sees the weaknesses and he's coming to exploit them. So what does this mean for Tank? One word: redemption. This is his chance to silence the critics, shake off the ring rust, and show the world why he was once one of boxing's most feared names.
Belts.
I don't respect him anymore because he say I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to maybe Turkey Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't f with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh.
He pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So.
Streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different.
Going up those weight classes facing, how do you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because they're smaller, they're not over. This guy's great at what he do. And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to, how these guys, then you get hurt with,
Match him off. Are you talking about Gamboa?
No, you got clipped by Gamboa, right? Right? The fuck is he's looking that strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. Y'all laugh,
no detail, open up.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught. He went to jail for it.
Talking about Victor Conti.
He went to jail, right?
Victor Conti.
Yeah. And he's the owner of the snack shit, right? And he went to jail for it. Now it's like, you know, you see it, I don't want to throw him out of that bus, but you see it, Earl said some things like that, like about the people who just steroids, but he don't want to say those names, but come on, bro.
Fighting for the money. You ain't saying Mayweather the promotion's trying to make the most money off of Tank possible. You saying he fighting for the money.
If he said he went in there 0 times and requested the big fights, obviously he don't really care about the big fights. He just want to get the money, in which he's doing a good job at it.
I mean, maybe just let his team, come up with who they think should be next for him, and maybe that's why he hasn't gone in there. Because anytime we see him, hear him after a fight, well, got to sit down with Calvin and the team and Floyd and London, and they gonna come up with whatever.
Alright everyone, stay tuned for all the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Ring Headquaterzz and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Don't forget to check out our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.